to Only Sport Arena, your home for the latest and hottest updates in the world of sports. I'm your host for today, and my name is Promise, and I'm here with Mr. Caleb. Mr. Caleb, how are you doing today? Okay. So we'll be diving into today's sports headline. Man United enter Leipzig talk for Cisco. Do you think Cisco will be a good signing?
For me, it's going to be a very nice deal if Man can able to sign Sesko. But now, it's not just Man United that is going for Sesko. Newcastle also is going for Sesko. So now it's not left for the player to decide the club he goes to. But then over time, we're seeing that Man U are trying to make a lot of signings in terms of the attack. They're trying to boost the attack, you understand? Because Rashford has gone. There's a probability that Sancho and Nacho might not be at the club at this season. So they are trying to boost their squad. So if they're able to bring in Sesko, it will be a good one. But then, for me, I don't think Sesko is the kind of I'm not rating him as a class striker, but only rating him as an average striker. Because for me, when you are getting a striker, a good striker is supposed to give you like 90 goals a season. And I don't think it will be at the club. Playing will be boosting him and all those that. So, but let's what happens. Because for me, the guys, Sesko, when he
The next one. How do you Lewandowski told to quit Barca for Saudi? What do you think?
yeah, if you look at Lewandowski, you know that he's aging, you
Yeah.
know, and age is not on his side. And if age is not on your side, there's a probability that to an extent you will not be performing the way you were performing when you were younger. So to an extent, Barcelona are trying to bring in some players, to their team, or they have brought in some players to their team who can be able to, be a kind of good replacement for him. So, but the truth is, if he knows that, or probably the coach have told him that he will not be playing that much for them, it would be nice for Lewandowski to to make the move and leave Barcelona and probably try his luck in the Saudi Pro League and see how far he can go. But for me, he's an old player and he needs to make that move if possible.
Okay. We'll be moving to the next one. Atlanta CEO hits back as Lookman after Inter transfer demand. What can you say about this?
Um, as we all know, there has been saga of Lookman leaving Atlanta. You know, he has declined so many offers. He insists on going to Inter Milan. But then the offers that Inter Milan have brought to the table, Atlanta have rejected them. So there has been kind of disagreement between Lookman. Reports over the weekend came up that Lookman submitted a kind of trying to tell the club that he wants to leave. And so there's been this back and front. And one of the reasons why they're having this issue is the fact that Inter Milan have not been able to meet the release clause they have put on the player. So definitely it's going to be an issue. And so the bids that Inter Milan have made for him, have not been accepted. So and Lookman have made it clear that he wants to leave. So I don't know how it pans out, but the truth is, Lookman is a Nigerian player, and we all wish well for him because he's from Nigeria. So we just hope and see. Let's see what happens. But at the long run, we hope that Inter Milan can come to an agreement with Atlanta. You understand? Because that's his preferred options. Because other clubs have made interest, but He rejected other offers, insisting that he wants to go to Inter Milan. He wants to remain in the Italian league. So let's see and watch what happens at the end of the day if that this will go through, or if Inter Milan can kind of say they cannot exceed the bid they have made already for Lookman. But as a Nigerian, me, I hope he leaves Atlanta and try his trade in another club.
Okay. So moving to the next one. Newcastle lining up 40 million euro move for Premier League AC. Is this the right move?
There have been reports that Newcastle are interested in Gay from Crystal Palace, and Newcastle are trying to boost their defensive line. They will play in the Champions League next season. And for you to be in the Champions League, you'll be playing with the big boys.
Yeah.
And you need experienced defenders, because you'll be playing with teams that are very experienced in terms of attack. And if you don't have that good defense, so automatically you'll be conceding a lot of goals. Recently over the weekend we heard about Ramsdale, who Newcastle are closing on signing him on loan. So they are trying to work on some players, which is a very good one for them. So, but then they can be able to get to Gay. It will be a nice one. But then reports are saying that the bid they are about to make is less than what Crystal Palace are valuing Gay. The England player. So let's see what actually happens, because the truth is Newcastle will be playing the Champions League and they need to kind of make their squad competitive, be good, so that they can be able to go find the Champions League.
Okay. We'll be moving to the next one. Why Ballon d'Or favourite Dembele can't be bubbled? World class. Do you think Dembele is a world class player?
Dembele is a very good player.
Okay.
He's very good, but then I will not rate him as a totally world class player.
Okay.
Sometimes football you need luck. You can just be lucky for a season and then people will say, you are very good. And after that, you cannot be able to sustain that position. Just like Mr. Junior was named world best last year, but you see this year is not he's not playing as much as he did last year. So for me, he's not that classy player. Over time, since Messi and Ronaldo have been winning the what they call it, Ballon d'Or, those were the people that they have been consistent. When somebody is consistent, you cannot call that person a world-class player. You understand? For me, Dembele is not a consistent player. He's a good player, but then I will not rate him like that consistent player. Even as we are talking today, there's a chance that he might not even win the Ballon d'Or. You understand? So, but then he has done very well for PSG. The fact that he was able to, win the Champions League for PSG, and also for him to be able to, him and his team be able to get to the final of the Club World Cup. Even the final, we all know they were battered by Chelsea in the final. But then the fact that they were able to get to two finals, win the French League One, is a very good kind of a good thing for him. You understand? But me, I will not rate him as a totally world-class player. He's a nice player, but definitely he's among the top 3 contenders to win the Ballon d'Or. But I will not rate him as the kind of world-class player, like kind of like Ronaldo and Messi. He's just a fantastic player, but let's hope what happens. Who actually win the Ballon d'Or? They report that Lamine Yamal might be among the players who win the Ballon d'Or, and Dembele is still there. So let's see. Even we are hearing of Cole Palmer, but we'll actually see. And in the next 3 months, we'll be seeing the decision will be made, and so we'll definitely see who actually wins the Ballon d'Or. It's just like what happened last year. Rodri was given the Ballon d'Or, and a lot of people were saying Rodri did not really merit that Ballon d'Or. You understand? So the fact that you win a Ballon d'Or does not really mean you're a world-class player. You understand?
That's true.
So let's see what actually happens. Who actually will win the Ballon d'Or this year?
Well, thank you, Mr. Caleb. We're glad to have you today on our show.
Okay.
This will be the end of our today's sport headline.